Hi there, and welcome back to the Project Corner. Today is going to be a very short video because there is a lot going on today. And as most of you probably know, because you've been here before, I have a newsletter. And this newsletter gives you access to content that I have on my YouTube channel. And the last newsletter I sent out, and I asked people to respond. And it's very bad for me to see that no one has responded yet, but I wanted to change that, and I wanted to show everyone how I sent that email questionnaire. So how I did that, I used a tool called Microsoft Forms, and this is part of the new way of Microsoft, where Power BI, the Power Platform, which I've talked about previously. If you have an Office 365 account, you can access it through forms.microsoft.com, and you will be targeted to this page here. Now, there are a number of questionnaires that I have previously created that did get responses, and I wanted to trigger responses from you, my audience. To give you an inside information on how this questionnaire was created, I wanted to walk you through how I did that. So the questionnaire that I'm talking about is this short questionnaire form that has a nice little professional businessy theme to it. So this is a bit of teasing, but there are just 3 questions. And basically, how would you rate the content on the channel in general? More stars is better, of course. And do you agree with me that I should shift the focus more to a Power BI and Power Platform situation? Now, in the newsletter, I described why I think that is a good idea for the channel, but mainly just a short version of that. All my Power BI videos have been very successful on the video channel, on the YouTube channel, and all the other videos have been slightly less successful. That might be because of a niche that I'm filling in with Project Online, and there are just less people that are interested in that. But it could also be that Power BI and Project Online is something very interesting. So if you agree, and if you want to see more from Power BI and the Power Platform in general, always in relationship and a link with project management, then let me know and vote on this by clicking on yes or no, or give another answer. And anything else you want to share, just fill it in. This is everything that is to it for this form, but how did I create it? Well, adding questions is very, very easy, and I can start by going back to Forms, and I can click on a new form, and that's the start of it. Here I can give it a title. I can add a short description, live demo, and I can start asking questions. So a choice question, I can add multiple options. I can even add an other option, giving a free reign. So this is option 1, option 2. I can change the values here. First question, and I can move this up if I need to have that. I can even randomize the options for people to see that and test how the responses are. I can use a drop-down button. I can add a subtitle. This is my first question. And I can add multiple answers so that it changes to a box, check mark. And I can add it as a required field so that you cannot skip this value. And it will put on that nice little asterisk. I can even see a preview of this. And now you know that this is a required field. It has one option. And there's another. Is possible. And you have a submit button. Easy as that. But we can optimize it. We can add a image that we would search through Bing, logo. Let's see what logo comes up first? Well, that's a very interesting. So these are the most important logos. Let's go for NTV. No, let's not do that for copyright infringement. But I can also find anything on OneDrive or upload it through my my browser or through my internet, through my Explorer or my machine itself. And as you can see in the other version or the other and as you can see in the other questionnaire, there's a theme possibility, and Microsoft has improved that dramatically, where there's a lot of themes as a possibility, such as this one. I like the squid thing here, so let's go with that. And it changes, and you can even see how it would look on a mobile. Well, the squid is gone, but yeah, you have a smaller screen, so who cares about the squid, right? And I can go back, and there are different kinds of questions that I can have. I can have choices, I can have adding text, rating, and that can be in stars or that can be in numbers. And you can have different levels, you can even go to 10, and then having 10 stars is a bit overkill, I would say, but it remembers the last setting that you had. So required is tick down here, and there's a subtitle here as well, and you can add a little image here as well. You can delete a question, and basically, yeah, you can set dates, and there's even more values. So there's ranking, there's Likert, there's a net promote score. I have no idea what that is. That's probably new. Then there's an option to have a different section, giving you a more professional look and feel on what your questionnaire is going to look like. So I'll remove section, just a section. So this is section 1 now, and this is the only section that I have. Well, I can remove this section. Yeah, just a section. So now I'm back to my questionnaire here. And there's also another option here that is very interesting. It's called branching. For instance, if you have a person selecting option 1, you would like to have him explain that a little bit more. Please explain option 2, I believe I said. You can select a long or a short answer. You can set it as a required field or not, just like any other. And I can say, well, please rate option 2. And then you can continue on. When will you be available? When will you be available, for instance? These are now 3 questions, and I want to have a branching situation that if the selection was made for option 2, question number 2 comes up, and if the selection was made for, let me just change that here, if the selection was made for option 3, I will get option 3 question. So let's do that branching. And here it continues. So if it's the first question, I'll just end up when will you be available. This goes for the same here. Option 2 will actually be redirected to number 2, and option 3 will be redirected to question 3, and other will also be directed to number 4. So this is the branching that I currently have. Now I can click on OK, and what you will see happening, and I'm curious on how that would look. Alright, so I have the preview in here now. If I click on 2, I get the question 2, and I actually need to say that if I enter 2, I will not do 3, but let's leave that for now because my goal was to have a short video for you. So without further ado, forums is a very great way to ask people their opinion. So I created this short questionnaire, and I would love to have your feedback. So how am I going to share this with you? Well, there's a button called share. You can set that to anyone in the organization or anyone with a link that was respond can, or you can say that anyone with the link can respond. So here is the link. It's a nice little URL, and I'll put that in the show notes. And there is other options. I can have the form even embedded in a blog post, for instance, because I also have a blog, as you might know. I can send it through an email, and let's do the QR code, because the QR code is always interesting, and I'll put this at the end of the video as well for you to pick up your phone and start responding. So I'll click on download, and that little questionnaire is now visible. So I'll give you some time to pick up your phone, scan that QR code, fill in those 3 little questions, and I'll be eternally grateful for your support of the channel. Now there's other things that you can do, share as a template, you can share it to collaborate, and there's other options that are very interesting as well. For instance, the settings, I can set this to, if it's an organizational one, you can record the name or 1 response per person, but you actually can spam this form now with multiple answers. I'm not requesting you to do that because that's data infringement. That's data corruption. But you can have options for responses, accept responses, and customize your thank you. Thank you for filling in the questions. I've customized that. And I'll get an email notification on each response. So once again, don't spam me, because I will tick this off and I will not look at all of your responses anymore. But I really, really hope that you can help me out by professionalizing this lovely YouTube channel. It's been a wonderful experience. Last year in April I started it, and I'm almost to the 200 subscribers already, and I'm very proud of that, and it's all because of you guys. So please fill in the form and help me become a better person at serving you with the best content there is. Thanks, and if you like this video, or if you want to know more, and if you like this video and if you want to know more about forms, please let me know in the anything else you can share, you want to share with me. And yeah, like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you back in 2 weeks.